But in madness that is March, we love diving inside the resumes. So we have Seth Davis here, Dalen Cuff, Greg Anthony. But Seth and Dalen, Columbia, Duke, no offense to UNLV. That's a four-year school, right?
Ivy League of the Desert.
Oh, yeah, sure it is. Just wanted to make sure.
There's no question who the best player was up here.
By far the best player standing up here. Let's take a look at the resume here. Resume 1, when we look overall, we got a conference record 15-3, only 6 quad 1 games that might stand out to you. On the other side, 2-10 in quad 1 games. The WOB, if you don't know what that is, that's wins above bubble. Seth, I'm going to ask you 2 questions here. Are either one of these teams in, and do you have a seed for them?
I would say probably one of them would get in. I know the team on the left out of the Big Ten wears the scarlet and gray. That, by the way, I think we're saying WAB. Can we make a decision? We're saying WAB.
I keep saying WAB, so we will do it.
I think we should say WAB.
It's not WAP though, right? We are clear on that, right?
No, it's not.
It's not WAP.
So, but that number, that's how North Carolina got in last year.
Yeah.
When it comes to the bubble teams, wins above bubble is the most important metric. So you could almost show me nothing else except those 2 numbers.
So you think both these teams are in?
I think realistically, probably only one of them would get in, but they'd both be going to date.
DC?
Here's my problem with Santa Clara. This is the challenge. When you're in a mid-major league like that, the WCC, you don't have many opportunities. I know a lot of the quad 1 games are on the road. You have to maximize those. It's just harder to do it than it is to be in the Big Ten and have 12 opportunities built in and you have all those losses. I think ultimately the committee's going to look at it and look at the WOB, and that may be the deciding factor. If I'm picking teams looking at their resume or looking on the court, I would lean Ohio State as well there, so I wouldn't have a beef with it if they did it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry, 2-10 against the quad 1 is tough. And I think ultimately you got to win some games. Now, having said that, we're talking about teams that are going to be 11 seeds at best. So I would probably lean towards Ohio State more. But again, I'm not a big fan of just looking at the numbers. I think you got to watch the teams and see how good are they really.
Doubt.
And it's not necessarily fair to Santa Clara. Yeah, they're not going to get as many quad 1 opportunities. They can't help the conference they're in. You know, that's
and
not
by the way,
necessarily
no one wants
all
to play
against
Santa Clara.
Yeah, so that makes it a bit of a challenge.
Take a look at the second resume here. Greg, I think you know who the team on the right is. Do you know who the team on the right is?
I know
Greg?
Coach Pearl don't like him.
Okay, interesting.
I know that. I know that, baby.
I got a feeling he likes the team.
The team on the left. How about Auburn, Greg? When you see their resume, they're projected first 4 out. Eyeball test. You've watched them. What do you think about them?
Again, I'm sorry. My issue, I don't think you can be 6-10 in conference and be a tournament team. Unless your conference is by far the best conference ever and you got 4 teams that can get in the Final Four. And that's not to take anything. I know they've lost a lot of games that were winnable. But you're 15-14 and you're 6-10 in conference. To me, that works against you. And bottom line, one thing I know about sports, winning is hard. So you may not play the same level or caliber or schedule, but if you go 29-0, you deserve a right to be in the tournament.
Do they? If they lose in the conference championship, are they in?
Now that's a different conversation.
Okay, DC.
I don't know
If they
about
go
that.
undefeated through the regular season, they have 2 games left. Tonight's game could be tough. So if they win out in regular season, I don't care if they win the conference championship. The committee is going to put them in
They're
the
gonna
big
get it.
dance.
Seth, there's ever been a team that's won 29 games and not gotten into the tournament? Part of me, the sinister part of me, almost wants them to lose so we can have that suspense.
Wait, Indiana State 29-2. They got bad. They got
Did they
left
have 29 wins?
29-2.
I'm talking about the regular season.
Oh, okay, true. That was the full thing.
So that's a big question. But again, you know, all deference to Coach Pearl, this is what's great about college basketball as opposed to kind of college football. We do have these metrics. Now, they're not totally gospel, but they do help in terms of a record versus a different level of competition. Look at the WAB ranks. And that's a huge difference, 16 spots. And also strength of record is the WAB, but for top 20, how a top 25 team would do against that.
In or out, Miami of Ohio, when it's all said and
They're
done.
in. Miami's going to tournament.
they're gonna get it.
It's over. It's
Real
over.
quick on
They're in.
that, bear in mind, too, we didn't put up there, but they've only won quad 2 game, Miami of Ohio. But to your point, they've won a bunch of basketball games. So are they most deserving or are they the best 37? That's a tough question. But we might not even have this answer because Auburn may be sub 500 by the time we get done it said and done. They have they've struggled down the stretch. They look like a team that's fracturing right now, and that's this week will determine their season.
One other real quick thing, though. If you're 29-0, you're good. Period.
No, plus, by the way,
you just start. You got to give them that
it's good
credit.
for the tournament that we want to see them.
They might be out in the
we
first
want to
game.
see them. You know, I know James Madison got in. It was ugly in college football, but still, I wanted to watch it. I wanted to see it. I want to see Miami, Ohio get in. Resume 3 here.
WAB, yeah.
We have conference foes. So this is a conference that not a ton of quad 1 games here, DC. You see 2 and 5 respectively. 1 WOB, better than the other WOB. Any idea who they are?
Losing battle on
One
this
team's
Wob versus
projected in, one team is projected out. Any
So they're in
idea?
the same league?
Yep.
The 22-7, 19-9.
It's not a Power 5 conference.
Oh, it's San Diego State is one of them.
Let's
So
go.
it's Mountain West.
San
So
Diego
San Diego
State is one of them, correct?
And then in New Mexico, probably, right?
In New Mexico,
Yeah.
right.
And New Mexico just won in one of these games.
So
I think they
San
just-
Diego State has the 52 Wob, and New Mexico has the boom. There it is, right there. San Diego State first 4 out. New Mexico.
What's the
projected as
head-to-head?
11
What's the
seed.
head-to-head?
Well, New Mexico just beat
1-1
them.
right now in the season series.
1-1.
So whoever wins
I
conference-
think whoever wins the tiebreak between them is the team that should get
All
it.
right, let's go to another.
If they're going to find each other in the Mountain West, though, too, like that league can cannibalize itself.
By the way, the
too.
Mountain West has not done too well in the tournament the last few years.
Horrific.
A couple years ago, though, San Diego State was in the championship.
That was the one.
Yeah,
That was the
yeah.
only team to win out of I think it was 5 or 6 teams to go to Mountain West that year.
So they have something to prove there if they
do.
get a chance.
Don't bet
Last
on it, by the
resume
way.
we're going to look at here, another conference foe. I'll just say a bigger conference. I don't want to kind of give it away here in resume number 4, but you see more quad 1 games. The Wobs significantly better for 28. Seth Davis, I'll go to you. Obviously, a ton of quad 1 games, so you know it's a big conference. I would say it's the best conference in college basketball.
So it's 28 versus 42. So that's just going to win out. Whatever else is going on.
So the
And by-
28's going to have a lower seed.
Wait, so you're looking at that as gospel now. You're just saying
Yeah.
the one.
when it comes when it comes to bubble teams, that metric is huge. It's how North Carolina got in. And by the way, another thing that is very underrated is your record against quads 1 and 2, especially when you're talking about the bubble, because they're all going to have bad quad 1 record. Remember, North Carolina was 1 and 12
But the
against
difference-
quad
you're
1,
saying Wob
but
is
1
the
and
issue.
2 they were big.
Have these teams played each other? If they're in the same conference.
Team B is up 1-0
So again,
right
like
now.
to me, all that stuff, the Wob, Slob, Bob, all that goes out the window. If these are two teams in the same conference, we have a much better way of determining who's the better team. It shouldn't be based on the Wob. I should be able to look at. That's one thing I hate
So
about
forget about the
committee.
Wob, eyeball test.
Well, if they've got similar resumes and they play each other and they play common opponents, don't you think that should play a role as opposed to just saying, oh, the Wob, that's 28-40. I'm going
I'm not
28.
saying it's the only thing to look at, but that-
it can be if you're comparing teams that don't have a lot of commonality.
I do think
But
using
these
that
teams
North
do.
Carolina example, though, I think is a little bit.
It's misleading.
It's misleading because bear in mind you're saying it's North Carolina. I believe if that was TCU last year's resume, TCU's not going to that tournament. North Carolina is different. It's different to take them out. I think people try to say that we don't look at Brandon, we don't look at the names. I don't believe that. I think you look at one of the blue blood programs and they got a chance to go dance.
If you take all the bubble teams, it's not that the WAB, and I'm going to keep saying WAB, it's not that that's the only thing you look at. All these things that you want to look at to discern the differences, the WAB reflects that. And so that becomes most relevant in the bubble conversation.
I think
and that's what's going to happen.
I don't believe in that they're in the same conference and they played each other.
But TCU
I get
just
the
didn't-
WAB.
TCU
If you're
just
talking
didn't
about
have-
teams
if
where you
that's-
can't
if that's
compare
the case.
apples to apples.
So
By the way,
these
TCU,
teams are in the same
let me say
conference.
this about
I disagree with
TCU.
that.
Michigan, right down
But
to the
they
wire.
lost.
But they lost.
They should have won that game. but
Beat
they lost.
Florida?
We don't give
Beat
out
Florida?
participation trophy. Now that's a great. They beat Florida. That's
And
a
by the
great
way,
win.
in conference, yeah, they've
hold on,
had some
that-
solid
UCF beat
wins.
Kansas, and
No,
UCF beat who they beat Iowa State. There was
Used
someone
to
else
be
really
Iowa
good.
State. They beat
Eyeball
Kansas.
test for me,
Yeah.
TCU should be in, and right now they're life and death on the 11 line.
I actually think they're both going to get in.
Well, TCU also has bad losses too. It's the whole. You got to look at the whole picture. Right, that Auburn situation, by the way, Auburn is still in the conversation because they beat Florida.
Is
That's
Auburn,
their one win.
is
in the
Auburn
That's a
up
big
there
win.
because Bruce Pearl works here? Is that why y'all put Auburn?
We got a new metric for next
gotta ask
year.
the producer that.
We
Yeah,
got
I'm
the
sorry.
Slob next year. Bring
Once
up the
I saw
Slob.
15 and 14,
Trey
I didn't
Carroll,
want to talk about it.
senior night.